Hello and welcome to We Talk Spurs on Monday the 13th of June. This is your daily Tottenham incomings transfer roundup, and let's crack into today's rumours. Now we're going to start where we started yesterday with Everton forward Richarlison. Sami Mokbel has reported that Spurs are currently the most serious club who are looking at Richarlison. Don't really know what most serious means. I assume that means that the talks have been a bit deeper and maybe they've even discussed things like fees and personal terms to a much greater extent. However, Fabrizio Romano has also stated that Everton will be looking at a starting price of 70 million euros. So it's very hard to know whether this one is even possible, whether it's worth Spurs doing. But more is coming out, and it seems as though Everton's price tag may put Spurs off on this one. However, definitely worth keeping an eye on. Now, going back to another one that we discussed yesterday, Owen Vindal, the Sunday Express have reported that he has a release clause of £8.5 million, which for an international attacking left wing-back who has great promise, is very young, seems incredibly cheap. And again, whether he fits in the Spurs team remains to be seen and where he would fit. But at £8.5 million, I'm starting to believe that there might be some more truth behind this rumour. Now, Marca is stating that Spurs have got interest in another left-back, which is Pervis Estupiñán from Villarreal, stating that Villarreal, having failed to qualify for Europe following their run to the semi-finals of the Champions League last season, but then poor league season, need to balance the books, and Estupiñán could be one that leaves. To me, it's almost like with Lo Celso seemingly going to Villarreal, potentially in a swap deal, that the papers are just linking players to Spurs from Villarreal. And it might be Villarreal's attempt to keep hold of Pau Torres by swapping with another player. But yeah, another one maybe to keep an eye on, but I'm not entirely sure why Spurs need another left-back. Alfredo Padula is reporting that Christian Eriksen will not re-sign with Brentford. There's also reports that he's incredibly keen to stay in London. So again, with Tottenham, the main London club, interested in his signature, a return could happen. It's also reported that he would look forward to working again with Antonio Conte. So maybe in the next week we could expect a decision from Eriksen as to where he ends up playing next season. And who knows, maybe that club will be Spurs. And the one to end on today, a meeting of the sporting directors of Torino and Tottenham to discuss a transfer for Gleison Bremer. It seems as though Spurs are being constantly linked with big money centre-backs, Gleison Bremer being the latest. And it seems as though there are advanced talks going on at the moment to try and figure out what a deal could look like for the Brazilian.